I'm excited now to move to the Purpose Awards portion of today's meeting. With me to do that are ACCP Vice Chair Joni Fitch, the Director of Community Affairs and Engagement at Goodyear Tire Company, and Rich Mayer, CEO and founder of Rocket Social Impact, our Purpose Awards partner.
Thank you so much, Carlos. It's wonderful to talk to everybody today. I'm honored to be here alongside Rich to recognize some remarkable individuals who have not only led with vision and compassion, but have also forged pathways of profound change in communities all across the globe. Our awardees today exemplify the highest standards of leadership and corporate social impact. They have been pivotal in driving transformative change, skillfully intertwining business objectives with the common good, and setting benchmarks that inspire us all. You can see the awards that we'll be giving out today. So let's begin our celebration with the Champion for Change Award, which recognizes a C-suite company executive who promotes CSR and ESG both professionally and personally. So our finalists for this year's award are Mike Giannani from Blackbaud, Aaron Harris from Sage, and Howard Wilson from PagerDuty. I feel like I need a drum roll. I will drum roll myself.
And an envelope, a big envelope.
Yes. So this year, it is my honor to present this award to Aaron Harris, Global Chief Technology Officer for Sage. Congratulations, Aaron. Aaron has been a formidable force in promoting diversity within the tech industry. His initiatives, like the partnership with Teens in AI and the AI for Good hackathons, have inspired over 1,600 teens across 46 countries. Aaron's dedication extends to his role as an executive sponsor of Sage's Pathways program and as an ambassador for LGBTQ+ inclusion within Sage's C-suite. Aaron, please turn on your camera so we can recognize you.
Thank you. I turned my camera on a little prematurely. Probably
That's okay.
getting a little choked up here. Thank you so much. It's such a huge honor, and actually really, really humbling. I really, really appreciate this. And very, very thankful to work for a company that prioritizes these initiatives, that funds a foundation that allows me to work with organizations like Teens in AI and the Boss Network here in Atlanta, and the Pathways program that really, contributes toward bringing diversity, much needed diversity, into the technology industry. So just really, really grateful to be in a position where I can get involved in these types of things with the full support of the company behind me.
Thank you so much, and congratulations, Aaron. I love the reactions here, so I'm going to give you another reaction. Okay, so next we're going to honor a visionary leader, a visionary leader in corporate social impact with the Trailblazer Award, which recognizes a senior corporate social impact department leader whose governance, strategy, and programs demonstrate significant business and social impact over time. The Trailblazer finalists this year are Dana Bryson from Study.com, C.D. Glynn from PepsiCo, Pam Jacob from Madison Square Garden Entertainment, and Justina Nixon-Santel from IBM. All right, I'm ready for my drum roll. All right. So, and this year's Trailblazer Award goes to Justina Nixon-Santel, Vice President and Chief Impact Officer at IBM. Justina's leadership and initiatives like IBM Skill Build and the IBM Sustainability Accelerator has touched over 11.5 million learners and spearheaded transformative projects across the globe. Justina, your trailblazing efforts have not only shaped businesses, but have also made significant societal impacts. Please turn on your camera so we can see and recognize you. Congratulations, Justina.
I'm having some difficulty turning on my camera.
It says the host has stopped it, so I don't know if there's something on your end.
I don't, we will try to figure
Now
that
I
out.
can.
There you
There
are.
we go.
Yes. I just want to thank you all so much for this award. Such a great recognition of the work that I've done for so many years. And it's such a great honor. And I also just want to thank Carolyn, who I've known for a very long time. Congratulations on your retirement. You've been such a force leading ACCP. And I just want to thank you for everything that you've done as well. So thank you so much, everyone. What a wonderful recognition.
Congratulations, Justina. Amazing, amazing work you all do there.
Thank you.
Yes, congratulations. All right, Rich, take it away.
All right, thanks, Joni. I'm excited to present the third award, which is the Rising Star Award. As the name kind of connotes, this highlights an early or mid-career leader who has made exceptional strides in corporate citizenship. And we have three strong finalists: Calvin Parson from Boeing, Brandon Ruffin from CDW, and Charlie Verdaim, from Salesforce. And let's pretend I'm opening up an envelope, and the winner is, this year's award goes to Brandon Ruffin. Congratulations, Brandon. Brandon's a senior manager of global social impact at CDW. Brandon's strategies have remarkably increased coworker volunteer participation and facilitated a lot of impact with their nonprofit partners. So Brandon, I know you're here. We'd love to see you.
I'm here. Can everyone see me?
There you are.
Nice.
Brandon, man, congratulations. This is a tremendous award. I love seeing kind of the mid-year, early career folks getting some recognition for all the hard and great work you do. So congratulations.
I love to see it too. I'm very humbled and honored and thankful, extremely thankful. It's a real full circle moment for me. I've been in this role for about 2 years now. And, one of my first experiences in this role was attending the conference in DC back in 2022. So to receive this award from ACCP, I mean, it's one of the best moments of my career so far. And just thank you, thank you, thank you. Can't say it enough.
Oh man, I'm thrilled for you. Now the bar only gets higher, man, as we go. But
I'm ready. I got a pretty good vertical. I'll jump and I'll meet it.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Fantastic. Well, we're all thrilled for you. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. And wow, look at all those logos there. And this is the final category is the corporate social impact team of the year. And actually, I was on this judging committee. I believe we had 42 nominations. It's a very crowded category, competitive one, and I think emblematic of all the great work we're doing as an industry. So let me kind of walk you through and you see the logos here, all the finalist: Areas Management, AT&T, Call of Duty Endowment, Spectrum Charter Communications, Cox Enterprises, Florida Power and Light, Lowe's Company, Micron Foundation, and USAA. All of these are, I would consider, leaders in the space doing amazing work. Unfortunately, we have to choose one to be the winner. And of this great list, I'm excited to announce that this year's Corporate Social Impact Team of the Year award goes to Florida Power and Light Company's External and Economic Development Team. I think what stood out of their nomination was really the impactful and innovative approach they helped around citizens around the hurricane season in Florida. It not only drove great business value, social impact, but had a great community impact and gained a lot of significant media attention and community awareness. I believe over 900 media impressions around 900 million, sorry. 900 million media impressions, which being a PR guy, I can tell you is quite significant. So congratulations to the team from Florida Power and Light. I want to recognize their hard work, but also, so here accepting the award is Katia St. Peru, who is the manager of community relations. Katia, are you here?
Yes, I am here.
Woohoo!
Thank you, ACCP, for this recognition. On behalf of Florida Power and Light Company, we're so excited to support our seniors. We started this program many years ago, probably about 8 years ago, with only 300 seniors serving, and then realized the need throughout our communities in the state, and grown this program to serving this year just shy of 10,000 seniors. And obviously we have a hurricane upon us heading this way. And so, you know, just being able to support our seniors, our most vulnerable community, who are not able to, you know, battle the crowds going out to the store and bring home like shelf-stable food to, you know, go through the hurricane season. So thank you again. And on behalf of my team, they're spread out across the state, possibly getting ready to deploy to support our communities. I'd be remiss to not thank them for their support in our MNC team.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's quite appropriate given what's going on in this hurricane that we recognize you.
Yes.
Congratulations. As I said, a lot of great teams doing a lot of great work. So, but your work stood out the most. So congratulations. Couldn't be more thrilled.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you, Rich. And Katya, we're thinking about you and those teams that are going to be deployed as these next few days unfold. But you know, what an exciting and deserving group of corporate citizenship professionals. So congratulations again to all the winners and all of those who are nominated. The amazing work you're doing is so wonderful. So as we applaud these achievements of our awardees, I also want to recognize the diligent efforts of our judges. So you can see them listed on the screen. You know, they're esteemed leaders in the CSR and ESG fields. Their dedication ensures the integrity and prestige of the Purpose Awards. And we certainly appreciate all of your time and expertise to this role. So thank you for your time in doing this. So, you know, once again, congratulations to our winners. We'd now like to do a brief roundtable of questions with our award recipients so that we can learn from their experiences and apply some of the lessons learned to all of our work. So Aaron, Justina, Brandon, and Katya, can you please turn on your cameras and unmute yourselves for a couple of questions?
Yeah, you just don't get the award. We got to get some insight out of you.
Yes. Yeah, we want to learn from you.
That's right.
All right, so I'm going to start with the first question here. And I'm going to say, you know, what's one project that you're most proud of and why? And I'm going to put you on the spot, Justina, and ask you to start.
Okay, happy to. And again, such a privilege to accept this award from you. When I think about my journey from mechanical engineering to product development to moving into the corporate social responsibility space, I've always focused on how we solve some of the biggest complex problems, right, in the world. And how we also build talent, how do we think about leaving a legacy? And one of the things that I have been very proud of is the commitment that we made to skill 30 million people by 2030. I joined IBM almost 4 years ago. I looked across the company and saw all of the great work that we were doing on skilling efforts and training. And I really wanted us to make a bold commitment towards it. And we have been driving this work over the last few years. And we are actually at 11.5 million people skilled at the end of 2023. So I'm very proud of that bold vision of working across the business to be able to make that commitment and of accelerating our efforts in the community through nonprofit organization partnerships, university partnerships, and government partnerships as well. And what we've been doing lately is really focusing on AI and making sure we're not leaving populations behind. A lot of this work has always been about how do we make sure we focus on those who have been historically left out of the tech field, those who do not have access to training opportunities, technology. And that has been the work that I've led even in my previous roles and the work that I'm doing at IBM. So I'm proud of what we've been able to do, the focus as well on AI and just continuing to expand these efforts. But this is something that I'm very proud of.
Thank you so much. That's certainly well deserved to be proud of that. And Aaron, do you want to go next so you can attach to the AI conversation that Justina started?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. No, I live and breathe AI these days, which is a pretty good setup for me. I get to work with a lot of great organizations, but the common theme through all of them is a push towards more diversity in the next generation of technology leaders. So whether it's working with Morehouse College here in Atlanta to, working with these fine young African-American men who are just so talented and eager, to working with the Pathways program that brings people back into the workforce who've had to leave to take care of families or for military service. But the one that I find the most inspiring is Teens in AI. This is an organization that goes to places in the world that are really disadvantaged in their access to technology, to digital education, and it focuses entirely on teenage girls. And so we go. I don't get to go. I do all this virtually. I get to be a judge and I get to mentor some of the teams. But these dedicated data scientists and machine learning professionals will go to places like Syria and spend some time coaching and teaching these young girls and inspiring them for the career. And the thing that is always just so rewarding to me when I judge these hackathons that they put on is the ideas that the problems that these youngsters want to solve. Sure, they've got ideas on how they can build a successful business, but they also want to solve, problems like clean water availability in their communities, or, how do we, help the aging population? Yeah, how do we help people to be more effective in recycling? And so I started off my journey in trying to develop this next generation of leaders, understanding the need for diversity in the development of AI, because we've got to have, if we're going to build technology that replicates human decision making, the people training them can't all look like me, right? We've got to have a much more diverse set of people that are doing that. What I didn't really understand was also the need for people that decide what we actually work on. What are the kinds of projects? Where do we want to deploy our precious resources? So it's, all of the programs that I've been able to work with have been, hugely rewarding to me. But I find Teens in AI and this focus on teenage girls in parts of the world where they just don't have access to the same technology and education to be really, really inspiring.
Mm-hmm. I mean, is there anything better than a teen girl solving problems? I mean, that's wonderful. Katya, how about you? Something you're proud of?
Really the senior Hurricane Mill kids, just being able to scale that, listening to our communities, listening to our stakeholders on what's plaguing the community and how can we be a resource and support and be elbow to elbow with our community partners. Just really honing in on supporting our communities and being authentically there for them, and being able to show our support. One of the key things that resonates with me. Also, I mean, we community relations experts run a number of initiatives, from classroom makeover grants that our team supports to holiday hero lightings, honoring our veterans. So just really looking at our community needs and how we can support and how we can be a trusted partner.
Thank you so much, Katya. Brandon?
Yeah, absolutely. I love what Aaron and Justina said around AI and technology. I mean, we know a lot about that at CDW as well. I'm very proud of our commitment to digital equity that we've shown in the past few years. And I think the other side of the coin here at CDW is, how are we empowering our coworkers to give back the ways that they distinctly want to as well, through the use of their social impact benefits. And I play a large role in leading those programs and practices at our company. Recently, we launched our new local impact program, we're calling it. And it's essentially a way to empower our coworkers through group volunteerism and provide grants to the nonprofits that they volunteer at. I created and launched that program, and it's been wildly successful. And I want to thank ACCP for encouraging me to reflect and give back, because everyone knows I do not do it often. My manager, Taylor, knows I don't do it often. I was recognized as Coworker of the Month at CDW in May as well, the month that we launched that program. So to lead these programs for our coworkers and then be recognized by our coworkers I mean, I was able to read all of the messages that they sent in when they nominated me, and even just getting one of those would have been invaluable for me. But to read all of them, I still keep them handy. I think if I'm ever feeling down, I might go back and read them again, right? So that is easily what I'm most proud of, besides this award, of course. Thank you.
Thank you, Brennan, and congratulations on that. I feel like also I may want an offline to learn about that program that you
Yeah,
created,
right.
just to see a little bit more about it. Thank you all for answering that.
Yeah, that's all these answers are pretty doggone inspiring. So thank you. I was trying not to swear by saying another word, but that is really inspiring what you all do. So, but I'm also curious, and Brandon, we can start with you. What are the one or two words in terms of recipe of success? What do you do that, and all of you do that kind of drives you here and brings you here, for being recognized for all the great work you're doing? I'm just kind of curious if there's Brandon, a secret sauce, a recipe for success of your efforts.
I can't give you all the secret sauce.
All right, fair enough,
Get
man.
you into it. No, all jokes. For me, the key word is always perspective, right? I always look at myself as an individual agent of change. And how can I approach my work and be a conduit, right? We can't all do it ourselves. For all of you that are members of smaller teams, we're a global company, 15,000-ish coworkers. And we have a team of 3 leading these global programs and practices, right? So how can I be the best weapon for my team? How can I leverage and partner with the people around me? Because it does take a community. And I always look at myself as a part of the community. I look at CW as a part of the community that we operate in, not an external partner to the community, right? We really need to embed ourselves in the community while acknowledging our individual perspective and the perspectives of others. And I think as long as we can continue to honor perspective, that's when great work gets done.
Well said. Nice.
Yes.
Katya, secret sauce for you all down in Florida?
Sure. Just to piggyback off of Brandon, building genuine relationships, both with our employees and our external community at large. Our customers expand across the state, and why we've had community relations specialists in each of our regions to be a face for the company and be that trusted partner and supporting our communities, listening to our stakeholders, listening to our nonprofit partners, listening to our business partners, also just being authentic, being trusted, doing what you say you're going to do, show up for the community. Those are the secret sauce for our team.
Excellent. I like that. Doing what you say you're going to do. Sounds simple, sometimes hard to do. Well done.
Yes.
Aaron.
Yeah. So, I put a lot of thought into this, and I'm not sure that my answer works as well as the rest of yours, because my full-time job is Chief Technology Officer. And, I spend what time I can on our foundation initiatives. But I think what it comes down to for me is in the era of AI, the number one barrier to adopting AI is trust. And the trust is a transference from the company behind the AI. And so if customers don't trust the company, they're just not going to work with your technology. And unfortunately, big tech is starting with a trust deficit. The mantra in Silicon Valley was kind of a barnstorming, take no prisoners approach. Mark Zuckerberg's famous for saying, take no prisoners, for move fast and break things. And as we have a greater and greater impact with technology, that just doesn't work. So, we've got to accept more accountability. We've got to approach AI with humility. And we've got to recognize that, the next generation of employees that are coming into this career have greater expectations from their employers. Customers have greater expectations around, the values that you bring along with your products. Investors care more than just financial performance. And so if we're willing to step back a bit and apply more humility, more accountability, and sort of recognize that our impact is much more reaching than just solving a particular problem, in a workforce, you've got to expand your view as a technology leader to not just building great technology and inventing great things, but having an eye towards the future and a more expansive view on the impact that you can have as a large technology organization.
Really refreshing
Yes.
perspective. It really hit home. Thanks, Aaron. And Justina.
Yeah, so just across my entire career in this space, there are a few things that I've continued to learn and to drive and to really have as one of the things that I think results in some of the great work that we're doing. The first is making sure that the work that we do in community aligns with the strategy and goals of our business. That's the way that you get that support across leaders in your company. That's the way that you get all employees as well to engage and want to support the working community as well. So making sure there's that alignment with, the products, services, strategies of your business and what you do in community is one of the things that's a priority for me. The second thing is the importance of transparency. Being able to drive outcomes, but being very clear and open about what you're doing, the outcomes, results, how you're impacting community, storytelling, all of that is a part of being very transparent and making that effort through very principled efforts and decision-making and clear commitments. The third is not working in silos. I'm a part of a lot of discussions, actually New York this week, Climate Week, UNGA, and a lot of the discussion is many companies are working in a siloed way to have an impact in community, but what could we do if we just came together? So many of us are focused, for example, on AI skilling or leveraging AI for community impact on sustainability. And I think there's just so much more that we can gain with partnership. So being very focused on partnership and not working in siloed. And the last thing I would say, just from a personal perspective, is you have to be bold and courageous. You have to go out with the big idea, and maybe then it may come down a bit, but you have to start with the big idea, get that buy-in, and then implement, pilot, and then scale. But always be bold and courageous.
I like it. Rewards favor the bold. I like it a lot, Justina. Excellent. Well, thank you. Joni, I know you've got one more.
Yeah, we'll do at least one more. We'll see how much time we have. But I want, Justina, you kind of just gave some advice. So you sort of transitioned right to this next question around, what piece of advice do each of you have for practitioners like all of us in the audience here?
Yeah, I mean, the bold and courageous is definitely something that I live by, right? Going big, making the big commitments. But for you to do that, you have to walk the hallways, right? You have to have the passion for this work, which I do tremendously from where I was in engineering and solving social issues to where I am today. So you have to have that passion, but you also have to walk the hallways, work with leaders, get them bought in. So that takes a lot of time and effort, but that's, again, the way that you get a lot of support across your business. And again, going out with something that's very important to your business, making these bold commitments, but then driving those outcomes, demonstrating those results. So that's the advice that I would give.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. How about you, Brandon? Some advice?
I've gotten so much great advice, in my career. It's hard to pick one piece, and I definitely don't own any of the advice. I'm just, it's coming straight through me. But I would say the best piece of advice I could give to someone at my level would definitely be to see how you can make the work of those around you easier, right? Because I think for career progression, yes, you can do your job perfectly well and still stay in the same place, right? It's not necessarily the best way to progress, but when you make the role of those around you easier and you could create champions and advocates for yourself, those people are going to say great things about you when you're not in the room, and they're going to lift you up and push you forward. So find ways to do that, and you'll always be on the right track.
I love that, Brandon. Thank you. Aaron.
Yeah, so I don't know that I have any profound wisdom here. But the one thing that I think when I look back over the last several years, and I question whether I'm really deserving of an award like this, The one thing that I can be a bit proud of, and I would pass that on as advice to other senior leaders, is just the importance of showing up. I'm involved in a number of foundations and initiatives, and I never feel like I'm doing enough to really promote and support these organizations. But the one thing that they all know is that they can count on me. When there's a need for me to moderate a panel or to show up and talk to a group of new joiners that are through our Pathways program. If there's a request for me to judge a hackathon and bring some employees along to help with that, the value of showing up consistently and reliably, over a long period of time matters. Reputation is earned over a long period of time, and that reputation is so valuable in the impact that you can then have. I'm at the stage where when I show up, it has often a bigger impact than I realize. And that's, the success to business as well, right? I co-founded a company 24 years ago. It took 17 years for that company to turn into something that actually was lasting and valuable. And the secret sauce wasn't some specific innovation or invention or, crazy business model. It was showing up every day, answering the phone when a customer calls, talking to an employee when they had a concern. And so there's no secret sauce in my view to a lot of this. It's really just that reliability and willingness to always be there.
Thank you. And I know you said that you question the award, but we do not question your deservability for this award. Thank you so much, Aaron. And Katya, what about you and your advice?
Sure. I lean on, talk the talk, walk the walk, right? Show, like Aaron said, show up, network. You can't fake social impact, right? You have to really care about this field to be out there. Join the boards, join the committees, get out there and talk to the community. You learn so much from each other, and I think, and they learn from you, and some of that exudes in your work and being authentically there for the community, for the employees, your coworkers, colleagues, friends, in the community. So that's my take on that.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for these questions today. I know there were a couple questions sent, so we are going to be out of time, but I do want to encourage people, if you're okay with it, can they reach out and ask you some questions directly? So thank you so much. So if anybody has any questions, please, and additional questions, please feel free to reach out to these winners. But I know I'm feeling inspired. Rich, are you feeling inspired?
I'm soaking it all in. This is awesome.
It's exactly what I needed today, and hopefully others are feeling the same way. But again, congratulations to our winners. We are so inspired by you. Your work enhances your organizations and uplifts the communities that we all benefit from. So thank you so much for setting such a powerful example for all of us to follow.
Well done.
Well, and also, I don't know, I saw Carolyn put her camera on, so I didn't know if you wanted to have any final words here before we close.
Saying thanks to everyone for coming and being a part of it, and congratulations to our panelists and winners. You are an inspiring group, each from a different direction, and that matters so much for companies to see your work. You're a beacon for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Carolyn. And thanks everybody for being here. I look forward to continuing to support each other as in this work, and have good conversations with you moving forward within the communities. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, everyone.